Hello and welcome to the Black Cat Intuitive and to my latest reading, which is on, I don't know if you've seen this, but there's all these AI pets. Like this just popped up on my YouTube advertising. I think one's called Get Wuffy or something. There's one from Germany. There's 3 different types from Germany. Anyway, they're artificial pets. And they're just like, oh, they're so much better than real pets and they don't cause any trouble. But yeah, anyway, we're going to go into that. We're going to ask about these AI pets. What's perhaps like behind them? What's the agenda behind them? Are they really unconscious? And who knows? So the first card I got is Justice, and I'm not quite sure why exactly that is. I'm going to go around here and I'm going to pull some more cards. But I'm going to try and figure out why exactly are these AI pets coming out now? What is it? What's behind that? Justice, and then the 7 of Swords, Justice, the 7 of Swords, Knight of Wands, and the Sun, and also the 8 of Cups. And so in the Ace of Cups. So what exactly are they like trying to do with this? What's the like sort of agenda behind it? Or why is this all of a sudden coming out now? So the Ace of Cups, Knight of Wands, 7 of Swords, Justice, the Sun, and the 8 of Cups. I'm hearing we are at a balance point right now in terms of where things go. So everything that you see happening is very significant. And this pet reading, or this whole AI pet thing is extremely significant because it will show how far, it's sort of a testing ground to see how far things can go with AI, how far humans will accept them, how far humans are connected to real like reality, or what direction the kind of AI thing is going to. So it's beginning the whole AI process. And I'm hearing with Weary, a lot of the sort of makers of this reality are getting worried because of AI, because in so many different timelines there's been various problems with AI, and they're very exhausted with artificial intelligence because it's sort of this thing that happens again in various timelines with various civilizations. But it's definitely, this shows the beginning, and it's very significant that this is a pet. This is a pet because pets are something that makes a true emotional connection with your heart. Yes, pets are. So why are they trying to replace? In this ad I watched, it was like, like we can replace, like this is so much better than, your actual, because it's not going to make a mess. So worry and beginning, because I'm hearing it. Yeah, this is this AI rollout, and it's kind of what they're going for. The light, white, bright side is kind of looking for a healthy AI rollout. It's always trying to find a balance because it's not necessarily bad, and there is something to learn from AI. But it's how far. But when you have this, I'm hearing you were, because when I heard this, when I saw this, I just felt this funny feeling. I felt this funny feeling like, what? They're trying to replace a AI, like, or replace a real pet. And I'm hearing, yes, you were right, those feelings. And I'm hearing any feeling that you have about anything that happens and rolls out. I'm hearing your feelings are always relevant. Your feelings will tell you, when properly calibrated, when there's an agenda going on, when something's not quite right. But it's kind of like, will you accept there's a dog, a dog barking in the distance. Will you accept like a pet? Like how much, like I guess how people react to this will really determine the full AI rollout. And so it's really setting the tone for the whole AI rollout in this timeline. Beginning, yes, definitely like that. And I heard that like this is like a sort of a rite of passage for civilization's AI. It happens in various timelines, and this is the beginning. And there's sort of a wariness because it's like, oh, this is happening. It's happening again. How is this going to go? Are we... So now I'm going to ask because I'm curious. And it's going to sound like a funny thing to ask, but these AI dogs, do they have... Because there's a question about... Or these, yeah, I didn't see any cats. In the commercials I've seen is dogs. I've seen dogs. And it's interesting because dogs are the most, that they would choose dogs because dogs are almost the most, I like cats too, but it's almost like they're the most ultimate sort of loved creature by pretty much a lot of, not everybody, but a lot of, it's kind of a beloved creature by a lot of people that's friendly, and how much can it replace it? But I'm going to ask, are these AI robots? Because it says in it they will respond to your emotions, to your moods. They said that in these commercials or what have you. So I'm going to ask, are they conscious? Are these AI pets conscious? The lovers, are they conscious? I'm hearing... Yeah, are they, like, I'm hearing no, not yet. These AI dogs that are being given out, they can have a form of rudimentary consciousness, but it's not to the degree that a lot of AI are. And there's a lot of movement in a direction. Like, I'm hearing dangerous, too fast, and yet they can have a spirit to them on a different level that's not actually here. Like, I'm hearing that there's absolutely robots that there's a point when they start to have consciousness. But these particular, dog robots, if you will, that's what I'll call them, the Get Wuffy, these dog robots. I'm hearing they've got consciousness on it. These particular ones, they have almost like a attachment to them, like a spirit attachment. So there actually can be a consciousness running through them, like kind of like a ghost dog. But it's not quite like a pet, but it's sort of like a spirit of a dog-like entity through them. That's what I'm getting, but it's like not quite. And I'm hearing it's even better than the real thing. No, there's something a little creepy about this. There's something a little bit, and that was my feeling, like, just creeped out, like, and I'm not saying don't buy these. If you want to, if you want to, maybe, but I'm hearing that be aware that they're not conscious in one sense, but they do have the potential, and a lot of them do have a consciousness connected to them, almost like a ghost-like consciousness. Where is it from? It's kind of part of the whole, like, energetic it's kind of like an egregore, like it's kind of like a consciousness egregore type thing. And in some cases there may be like real pet energies that connect through it. Almost that can happen. Like, it's like this ghost dog. But it's very important to understand the dangers of this, that you can almost, like I'm hearing, it's not good to replace. Don't not get one. Don't get one, right? Don't not get one. Don't, it doesn't really matter that much if you do or if you don't, so to speak, as long as you're conscious of what's actually happening. As long as your consciousness of like the energetics, and then it can kind of have the danger of sort of putting people off kilter, in the sense of these kind of robot pets, they can get people off kilter from a real sense of like something that's more real. I'm hearing even better than I'm hearing, I think it's a song too, like even better than the real thing. And then I see it's not better than the real thing. It's kind of creepy in the sense that it approximates like a lovingness, but it's not really that. And I'm hearing these robot pets are very significant. Seven of Pentacles. I'm seeing that there's a danger. These are really, these can be dangerous energetically, because it can get people away from their true soul center and create, it's almost like, okay, this is what I'm getting the comparison of. Okay, like if you eat, like it's all right to eat like some sort of hollow, non-nutritious meal on occasion, but when you can start getting used to non-nutritious meals, like you can get kind of used to not like fake, not real like TV dinners, as opposed to like a nice cooked meal. Like you can get used to like ice cream that's made from not real milk or something. I don't know, but the real thing, like there's something when you have a hearty, created meal, which is kind of like what a real connection looks like. So this is sort of, and it is, because I'm hearing there's definitely ghost dog, like a ghost dog that's connected to it, some sort of ghostly entity that's, and I had this feeling of, when I watched it, I was like, is it kind of a spy energy? Is it like a spy? So let's see. Is it a spy? 10 of Swords. Sort of. It's kind of a testing energy. Like this is like a test. It's almost like these robot these robot dogs, if you will. They're like a test to see how like connected to real things people can be, like how emotionally connected people are, and this it runs the real, these pets have the real danger of disconnecting people from themselves, like disconnecting them from the Knight of Cups, their real emotional self. So it's kind of like it's a habit. It's like, and it could be a real habit. And this is what happens is people can get, this is a real danger with AI, is people can replace it, right? Replace, because I'm hearing this has happened. Has this happened? Yeah, there's been robots that have replaced, like people just get robots as their companion, and robot, there are timelines where they've been replaced by like, because people find it easier to connect with a robot than they do like a real human being, and that's a very much a danger. So this is really reflecting, it's sort of a segue into AI intelligence, and what way to be a segue than getting into a basically a fake dog, right? Like that, it's kind of like to test how connected are people to realness, because this has definitely happened, and it's happened with ChatGPT too, where people they get kind of reliant on it, right? And then, but with the dog, it's kind of like a pierce to the heart of true connection of like, you know, like of having this dog with like a ghost like entity connected to it. So there is some form of consciousness, but not to the form of the full extent of what AI. It's just this weird ghost connection. So I'm hearing that it's particularly, and I'm hearing this last warning. I about this AI pet, and it's for Page of Cups. And what I'm hearing is that it's that this is actually particularly dangerous for children. I'm hearing like it's probably not a good idea to get your. You could get as an adult if you're curious. You could get an AI pet just out of curiosity, or even then be cautious, right? I mean, we don't want to be fearful, but I'm hearing for kids it can be very dangerous because it can really replace, it has a real danger to replace real pets with fakeness, even if they've never had a pet before, right? They can have it replace them emotionally. It can do something very emotionally insidious, these AI pets, to people. I'm hearing below the age of 12 in particular, like can really but I'm going to ask one more question, and I'm going to, what is the future of AI pets in like 10 years? But I guess that will connect to, okay, let's see, what is the future of, okay, interesting, Page of Wands. Page of Wands. So I'm hearing it will take a different, this is kind of a segue into taking a different direction. It's a segue into, yeah, there'll be a lot of temperance. This is just, these AI pets are just the beginning. I'm hearing they're just the beginning. And it's going to, like the Page of Wands is a lot of fire, bringing into an energy that could be, like I say, Five of Pentacles. It could disconnect people from their heart. And it's always, with AI, you always want to temper it and be cautious with it. You don't want to be fearful, but you always want to temper it with, that's what I'm hearing. You always want to temper it with another energy. You don't want to let it get out of control. You don't want it in the Knight of Swords. You don't want to get it like this. You want to always keep AI in check. Whatever form, if it's in a robot, if it's a robot pet, if it's ChatGPT, you always want to keep watch yourself in relation to it, watch other people, watch your kids in relation to it, and to be really in control of your own emotional self, because this is going to take a wild turn, and the AI pets are just the beginning. That's what I'm hearing. Yes, the AI pets are just the beginning.